We're Brian, Marisha, and Carlos. We love traveling in our 4x4 Sprinter and sharing our adventures. The good and the not so good. In this series, we tackle the Arizona Peace Trail. So come along for the ride. Adventure's calling. Welcome to the Arizona Peace Trail, the ultimate off-road adventure through western Arizona. The iconic OHV trail system utilizes existing trails, track, and dirt roads that form a 675-mile loop. You can explore the track for days or weeks due to the accessibility of entrance and exit points. The almost 700-mile loop has 34 segments, while alternate routes add nearly 1,000 miles of additional trail, which makes the route planning a little overwhelming. We're here to put the Arizona Peace Trail to the test to see just how accessible it is for a 4x4 van. By the way, we highly suggest you watch this episode in particular on a computer or TV screen. There are some butterfly in your stomach worthy shots, and a phone just won't do it justice. Last night, we arrived at the trailhead to find ourselves searching for a place to camp on a sketchy road in the dark. All right, we found campsite number 1. See you guys in the morning.
Woo! Mamacita.
Good morning! We are officially on Arizona Peace Trail. Got here last night in the dark. Finished segment 1, which is all paved.
We're on segment 2 now. It's crazy development we went through with really insanely narrow roads and switchbacks and steep.
Yeah.
And there's just a bunch of houses clustered in. It was crazy. It's just, couldn't imagine if it rained at all, you probably wouldn't be able to leave your house for like days.
Once we hit the dirt on section 2, that's where it turns to dirt. It was like whew, crazy steep drop off. I don't know if it showed up on camera because it was dark, but we tried to film it anyway. Yeah,
so this has 32 or 34. There's like an extra little loop at the end. 32, 34 sections, and we're on section 2. It's southwest corner of Arizona. So it starts just west of Phoenix, goes down to Yuma, which is the Mexican border. And it's one big circle. So we're going down the east side, starting with section 1, and then going down to Yuma at the bottom, and then going up the west side of the loop. I think we'll be a little over 700 miles. So it's not as long as our Wyoming one, no, but it's variable. Like every section is a little bit different. And so it's gonna be interesting. We may or may not be able to do some of them, and they do a really good job of ranking them. So you can Google Arizona Peace Trail, and there's an atlas that gives you a lot of really helpful information. But I also spent probably about at least 12 hours planning the trip, trying to figure out exactly what trails we're going to take, because there's somewhat of a main trail, and then there's offshoots that are almost, feels like they're unlimited. You do have to get organized. You can't just think that you're going to be able to just download the Peace Trail GPS and then just be fine, because
overwhelming.
You wouldn't know where to start, where to end. You really need the atlas in addition to that, and the atlas gives you the primary circle or loop that you're going to take, and then you can kind of start to understand all the offshoots and workarounds and things of that nature. And this is also, you're going through a lot of different little towns, so you're going to have a lot of resources. So if you can't be off grid for a long period of time, this will be a good trail. And if you don't have, you know, I think this is going to take at least 7 days, and if you don't have that amount of time, you could always come down and do maybe 5 or 10 sections and then just break it into different trips. So it's very flexible that way, where you can get out. We're in the mountains right now, so it's a little bit more of switchbacks and narrow roads, and we'll see how rocky it gets. But then I think we get into some plain stuff and some deserty sand stuff,
like
and
mesa type things.
Yeah,
but like the few photos I've seen, the landscape varies quite a bit, so that's usually what we like, is rather than just doing the same landscape over and over again.
Yeah, and hopefully we can get some oddities in there too.
Yeah. So yeah, this is day 1, Arizona Peace Trail. We are officially on section 2 because that's where the dirt starts. So this is where we are starting our day. and we'll catch you on the trail. Getting ready to leave our awesome campsite we found last night in the dark. Carlosi, come here. Oh boy. Here's a really quick pano of where we camped. So we came in from that way, found this really awesome, big, wide open, flat, sandy place to park for the night and camp. Carlos had a blast, and then we're headed that way. Fill in the holes we made to level the van.
Oh, leave it.
Carlos doesn't want us to fill his holes in. He's very upset.
Nope. Stop.
Neither of us have been in the mountains of Arizona before, so this is a whole new deal.
What are these mountains called? Do you remember? Starts with an H. And
Yeah.
It's a mountain range, yeah, just west of Phoenix. That's where we're at. We started in Kingman.
Yeah, we forgot to say that. All right, Carlos, you ready?
Let's roll.
Let's go. Let's load up.
I don't know if you can see that, but there's a good example of what we're dealing with. It's a spider web.
There's 850 waypoints.
Yeah. It's crazy.
So section 2 is considered an M1, which is what, like medium, right? Is considered moderate.
So there's 3 categories.
Here's a breakdown of the trail rating system. Each of the 34 trail segments is rated. Easy trails are rated as E1, E2, and E3. Next is moderate, rated M1, M2, and M3. And last is difficult, rated D1 and D2.
There's 3 E's, E1, 2, and 3, which is Easy 1, Easy 2, and Easy 3. Then it goes to moderate, 1, 2, 3. Then it goes to D's, difficult. So this is a little rutted, kind of little steep spot here is a moderate 1.
Yeah, M1.
I don't know. We're just getting started. We will give us 3 days,
We'll let you know
and
for
we'll
sure.
give you an update.
This is a little something here for an M1. In the days to come, you'll find that we would gladly accept this as an M1, which is just rocky, and we have an uphill.
And a rut all at once.
Yeah.
So yeah, M2's probably get tricky. Maybe there's just one section that makes it an M2. You never know. Like if the trail, like the section's 10 miles long, and there's one little piece that's an M2, but they label it all as an M2.
Yeah.
You might end up getting to the end and have to turn around and not be able to do it. We will find out because we do have 4 M2s on the loop that we're doing,
Yeah.
which mildly nervous about. We'll see.
We wanted to get out and just show a quick, seeing this is very new landscape for us. Just how beautiful this is. Vegetation is so different. And then you can see right in front of the van, there's our road. And then you get to this saddle right here. I don't know if we're gonna go up over that range and keep going up and over, which looks really steep. I hope we're not going that way. Or we go down into the valley, which I don't know which one we're taking. We'll find out soon enough. This is pretty. Oh, what every time.
I didn't even know what that was. It was tiny.
The perfect definition of a shelf road. Because next to Brian, there's a massive drop off.
You can see it right there.
Yeah, it's dicey. It's dicey. I like it.
They did a great job building this bad boy, though.
Yeah, they did.
Props on that.
You know, before you go, flash flooding and flowing debris possible. Check local weather conditions. Watch for and fallen trees. Watch for rock slides. Travel at your own risk. Okay.
All right, Marisha, you have to watch for the falling trees.
Got it. Yeah, remember that section I pointed out and said, I hope we're not going up that. It looks really steep.
We're starting it right now.
We're starting it right now.
The road that dips down into the valley is even worse.
We're riding across the spine. It's down on both sides.
And again, as usual, it probably doesn't look steep at all, but we're just hitting it right now. You might want to gun it a little bit. But it wasn't as steep as we thought, and that one over there doesn't look so bad.
You do not want to take a two-wheel drive vehicle, van up here.
Or an extended, I think.
This segment of road covered section 2 through 4 and ends at the Boreana mine. The scenery was absolutely incredible, but the road itself is what we like to call clenchy. That is taking a little break. There's some razors coming. There were some crazy steep sections. Rocky, steep, where you have to just gun it, and our cabinet isn't staying shut now. So Brian's working on that. But we just came from that ridge right there. Pretty much the top right now, but we have been riding this spine the whole way. This is more what this trail's made for.
Weird. They're super crispy, like super stiff. And then you see all the colors. I don't know if you can really, if you have a good shot of the colors.
I like it. Very different though. Carlos, are you ready?
Load up, bud.
Come on. Oh, the tight switchbacks. How much do we love those, Brian?
Well, that was just the first one. We'll see what's going on here. Just driving across. If you look to the right.
Yep. Off.
And you look to the left.
Off. Oh yeah. This entire section 2 has been on a spine pretty much the entire way. Like 90% of the way it's like on a spine. You can see it from far away. You can see what we've already done. What isn't a shelf road is a spine road.
All right. Where do you think that goes?
I don't know, but I don't like it. I don't like when you can't see what's behind it or on the other side of it. Another cool road up there, though.
Check this out. Now, here's another, what do you call it?
Yeah, this is a
Pretty decent switchback with some nice rocks on it and some loose gravel. Oh no, this is an S-turn.
oh S-turn, even better with a van.
Couldn't tell there for a second. We're sliding a little bit, Mauricio.
Put it in crawly mode.
The good thing is the brakes are working. That's why it's sliding.
Whoa, that's so
Here we
tight. Holy moly.
And there's our road, which we're gonna get a straight shot on.
All right, I'm gonna put this out.
If this doesn't warrant clenchy status, I don't know what does.
Holy moly.
Here's another one.
That was tight, and we have another one. This is an M1. I'm not sure. I'm not sure I want to do an M2. That's cool. That's cool.
That wasn't bad.
That wasn't bad at all. First one, I thought we were gonna have to do a 2-pointer.
Look at that road, though. Just looking at this road is just awesome. You can see way in the distance. Even past there, you can see the road still. It's nuts. Absolutely nuts. Driving across this, it's crazy. We got a long day ahead of us, Maurice.
Yeah, we do.
Long day ahead of us.
We do. Sorry for the shot up the nose there. Cool though. This is not at all what I was expecting.
Welcome to Arizona.
Yeah. This is called Arizona Surprise.
It's called the Peace Trail. Peace.
It is the Peace Trail, but this isn't always all that peaceful. But I'm gonna call it Arizona Surprise. There we go. Our road's so fun. That looks like petrified rock or petrified wood. It's definitely petrified rock.
Yeah, I think it's petrified. It's scared to death over here.
It's like, what are you guys doing here? You still have at least a foot clear over here. More than that, actually, now that we passed that rock.
And if this road isn't narrow enough for you in spots, just throw in some rocks for some extra fun.
You have a foot over here. Big old Rly Rock in our road.
It's a little baby one.
We encountered a few.
We had one the size of a Volkswagen sitting on the road. We want to show you guys what it looks like when it's just chilling, waiting for you to come around a corner.
Mocking you.
Yeah.
This one's a tiny one.
China.
This is
or Thailand.
So
and that's
cool.
all water with islands.
Yes. Wow, look at that. So crazy. Whoa. This is so crazy. Yes. Yes. That's our freaking road.
Let's get off the spine and get in the valley.
We're both ready for the valley. This is, we're gonna call
There's
it.
another couple rocks that are just waiting for us right there.
We're gonna call it Pucker Road. It's the new name.
Alright, how we doing?
Hold on. We got 1 foot. 1 foot. You good? Whew. Thanks. Okay, this is what we're dealing with. This is what we've been worried about. This is an M1. Are you kidding me? So, I'm gonna try and see if we can roll this thing. And right pretty close to the edge here. Carlos is sussing the situation. And we just don't have a very wide, and we're off Camber right there. So, stay tuned.
Let's see if we can.
We gotta roll it back downhill that way.
No. We're just gonna try to move it over.
Oh, this way?
Yes.
Oh, Jesus. All right. We're rolling it uphill.
I don't know that we're rolling it. We might be able to pivot it on one side and move it over with this being a hinge.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Let's see what happens.
Just lift your legs. See what you can do. 1 inch.
1 inch. 1 inch.
Well, this took a hot minute, but eventually, moving it about 1 inch at a time, we got it off the road enough to get by.
That one didn't move at all.
That didn't move at all.
Brian and I have developed this really great communication system when we're trying to get around an obstacle. It's actually even better than using our two-way radios.
You got a couple feet. It's wider than we think. Yeah.
Can you get really low down here and tell me if the side step's gonna hit it?
You're looking good. Just go straight. Oh, you're fine. You're fine. You're still good.
Day one's always a little spicy, though, until we both get reacquainted with using it again.
Nope. That just means keep coming. Good. Tire. Good. Ooh, thank God for fucking running boards.
I really need to shut off the auto leveling on this camera so you can see just how off camber it really was.
Ooh, that was gnarly. You're clear by about 18 inches over here.
That was intense.
That might have been the most stressful one we've ever done.
I was at the max camber and it started to teeter at the same time.
Well, that giant rock boulder was stopping you. And you actually moved it like 2 inches.
Oh, I could
It was
hear
like shh.
Is that what that noise was? Is it
Yeah.
raking on the side of the step side?
Dude.
Dude.
Ay.
I couldn't back up. We were freaking.
No, you put it in reverse and we started rolling forward and I was like, okay, we are committed.
Yeah, no, we were 100% committed.
End of section 2 is butt clencher.
And so it ebbs and flows.
Yeah.
Like you'll go 3 miles and it's just like easy sailing. Then all of a sudden, boom, boulder in front of you.
Yeah.
Middle of the road.
And a cliff and sand and yeah,
Loose
just
rock. And stair steps.
Not for the faint of heart.
No. We were at Camber Max.
I was like, my heart was going 90 miles an hour as I was trying to throw rocks in your way. Needless to say, we really aren't interested in doing the M2s. It's too stressful.
Know what to think.
It's too stressful. I don't want to break anything.
As I was sitting there,
cool.
I was just looking up at all the boulders that like fell down.
I know.
I'm just like,
you don't want to park here for too long, that's for sure.
I'm like, dude, if one of those lets go, like this one, I'm fucked. It'll knock this van right off this freaking mountain. Just look over and it just goes.
Yep.
Ever.
Yep. It is amazing and cool, but it's a puckerer. It's a puckerer. It's a motherfucking trail. It keeps taking my breath away.
Well, guys, we're going to leave you on this literal cliffhanger until next week. Join us next time when we finish up day 1. Oh my God, we're still only on day 1. We'll explore the Boreana mine, find an amazing camp spot, and head into day 2. And the challenges continue to build. See you next time. Make sure you like and subscribe so you don't miss a thing. Adventure is calling.